How should teachers best develop the digital literacy of digital natives? Children today who have grown up using digital devices have a greater level of competency than previous generations and are dubbed digital natives. Digital natives, according to Mark Prensky, use the internet as a first port of call for information and multitask. As a result of the technologically rich environment pupils live in, Prensky asserts that children's brains have physically changed. This is supported by the prevalent theory of neuroplasticity. Teachers, whose use of computers in their own childhood was often limited to educational settings if at all, have had to adopt these new technologies at a later age and are termed digital immigrants. Yet, they are required to teach ICT to today's children, digital natives. However, the notion that one can be categorized as a digital native purely on the basis of age is heavily refuted, with generation being only one of the predictors of advanced interaction with the internet, and Helsperainen argues that it is possible for digital immigrants to develop into fully fledged digital natives. Relentless advances in technology have meant huge changes to the way we think, act and live our lives, and all of today's students will go on to live a life heavily influenced by computing. Traditionally, teachers have imparted knowledge, but today digital natives are globally connected, overloaded with information, and we need to teach how to evaluate, analyse and filter these critically. Media and information literacy are difficult skills, necessitating careful, patient teaching. Teaching methods cannot stand still and need to evolve to engage pupils and meet their needs. Using an inquiry approach across the curriculum will empower pupils with the skills to think critically, creatively and collaboratively, enabling children to learn how to learn, a life skill. Teaching should be pupil-centred, equipping children to be adaptable to meet the ever-changing demands they will meet. To engage digital natives in education today, we need to integrate the technology students use outside of schools into the classroom to lessen the digital disconnect. ICT needs to be embedded across the curriculum, incorporating every stage from research to presentation, allowing children to experiment and apply their ideas. Digital literacy should not be confined to computers and interactive whiteboards, but extended to other digital devices, e.g. digital cameras or 3D printers. Presently, these are very expensive and few schools can afford these resources. On placement, computing was taught through the curriculum subjects, usually researching a topic, helping pupils fulfill the national curriculum aim to use such technologies effectively and be discerning in evaluating digital content. Unfortunately, in my experience, ICT work rarely stretched beyond this and did not challenge or extend children's computing skills. Furthermore, ICT resources consisted of a bank of laptops wheeled around the school, many of which were faulty and slow, making ICT work distinctly uninspiring. At the core of the new curriculum is a specific focus on computer science, a topic which children are generally less confident in, as being capable of operating different technological devices does not necessitate having an understanding of how the technology works. This is important because, as Matthew Harrison points out, school curricula should prepare pupils to engineer technology, not just consume it. In addition, e-safety features prominently in the new curriculum. It asserts that pupils need to be taught to use technology safely, respectfully and responsibly. Children are often unaware of the risks involved with using technology and the web, making them vulnerable. The Byron Review recognises 3 categories of risk: content, contact and conduct. Clear direct instruction on how to stay safe online is required to ensure that children fully understand the dangers. For instance, how to keep personal information private, recognise acceptable behaviour, and critically know where to find and report concerns. To conclude, as teachers, it is our responsibility to build on the natural enthusiasm, knowledge and experience today's pupils possess. To do this effectively, teachers need to build up their own subject knowledge of computing through CPD, acquiring skills, gaining familiarity and confidence in interacting with information and communication technologies. The goal being to create responsible, competent and creative users prepared for the 21st century.